Part 2 of When a Rude Bad Boy Saved You from Your Past Enemy, but you did not know that he is a ruthless mafia. Author point of view. You took out that metallic piece of V shape. Kyle's words were hammering in your head. You gasped when it fell down and made a sharp voice. Da. Jan. His voice made you flinch. You turned to him and saw his eyes scanning your figure and then falling on the metallic thing. Jan, you mafia? Words broke on your lips. Da, Jan, listen. He was coming towards you, and you made a run towards the exit. A scream left your throat when you were locked in a strong pair of arms. Jan, no. He stood froze while you dug your nails in his hands. Jan, let me go. Da, I said, listen to me. Your movement stopped when he yelled, Da, I will not hurt you, so calm down. Unlocked the cage and holding your arm brought you back to couch. He forcibly made you sit down. Shan, you are not a mafia, right? Da, if I say yes, then will you believe me? Your eyes were holding fear only. Jan, I believed you. I expected that I am safe with you. Da, you are safe, Jan. He was crouched down on the floor near you. Jan, so it is true. You are that mafia bee. Regret filled his eyes. Da, yes, I am. You shivered when his hand reached yours. Da, breath, Jan. Then you realized you had been holding your breath. Jan, I want to go back to my flat. Da, that place is not safe, Jan, and living here with a mafia is safe. He stood. Da, at least stay for the night. Come and eat something. Then I will show you your room. Next morning you woke up early and were trying to leave silently, but all doors were locked. Fear squeezed your heart. Da, Jan. You jumped at your place. Jan, why it is locked? Da, don't you think we have something to discuss before you leave? Jan, what? He came closer. The bold, savage Jan was lost, and a very innocent, scared girl was standing in front of him. Da, now you know my secret, Jan, and a normal should never know that our dark world. You gulped. Will he now kill you to keep you silent? You shook your head as you failed to utter a word. Jan, don't kill me, please. He was close, so he heard your mumbling. Da, for that you have to protect my secret. You nodded aggressively. Jan, I will not tell anyone. Your eyes grew wide when he patted your head. Few days passed. You were back to be distant from Tehang. He followed you from Unity restaurant and then to your home. Jimin did not appear again, but the threats by messages and calls were increasing. Tonight you stayed for longer at your part-time job. You were settled down when you spotted Tehang in a corner. Jan, is he here for me? Your phone buzzed with a message. Jan, looking in that dress. Breathing heavily, you looked around. Jimin was not there, but you could feel being watched. Tehang's eyes narrowed when he saw you walking to him. Jan, I want to talk with you. Da, speak. His dry reply sank your heart. Jan, I am keeping your secret, so I want something in return. Da, in return, you got your life. You sat down on a chair next to him. You intentionally leaned to him. His gaze ran in restaurant, trying to figure out your act. Jan, something else too. Da, what? Jan, kill him. He was not surprised at all, as if he was expecting that. Da, that would be a favor to you. What will I get for doing this? Heat spreading on your face when he also leaned. Jan, whatever you say. Da, you sure? You just nodded and your lips parted when his eyes fell on them. Da, shift to my mansion. He did not demand. He ordered. Jan, no, I am fine at my. Da, deal cancelled. He stood being done and you held his hand. Your heart missed a beat when he looked down. Jan, I agree. He smiled and pulled you up. Da, let's go then. You felt secure when he walked out while your hand was in his warm hold. Taking your important stuff, you came to his place. You felt like living in another world. He takes you to uni in his car. You did not leave your job as you were persistent to pay him. Jan, so when will you kill him? It must be easy for you. Ta, well, we can just do some beatings or an accident. Jan, no. You agreed to kill him. You spat. Ta, what he did with you. Horrible memories turned your face pale. Sitting near you, he tried to grab your hand and you startled. Jan, don't touch me. Ta, relax. You gulped. Sweat had covered your forehead. Ta, if you are not comfortable, then don't share. It was a relief that he did not insist. Ta, now open your books. You slowly moved your hands. From the day you shifted here, you two had started studying together. At midnight, Tehong came back from his mansion. After changing his clothes that had stains, he came to your room to check on you. Very carefully, he opened the door. He saw you shivering and mumbling. Running to you, he climbed over the bed. Jan, he patted your face. Jan, don't. Stop. Please let me go. It hurts. His heart ached. He never felt like that before, but seeing you in pain caused a crack in his stone like heart. He jerked you and your eyes opened. Your breathing was uneven as you looked at him. You okay? You tightly held his arm and, like a child, snuggled to him. He stayed closer until you were calm. Jan, please don't ask anything. After a few minutes, when you were again drifting to sleep, he decided to leave. Your grip tightened when he tried to remove your hand. Your innocent face gazed him there, and he laid down next to you. He slept there at a distance while holding your hand. In morning, you woke up and found yourself snuggled into him. With a gasp, you backed away. Jan, Taehong. He was also awake now. You were not letting me go last night. It was so annoying. Your jaw dropped when he complained like a kid and left. You two were getting close now, as in morning you usually find him in your room. There were no more haunting dreams. Taehong went out of the city for a mission, and so he asked you to stay at home. You missed uni, but you had to come to restaurant when they said that they will kick you out of the job. Taehong called you. Hey, I am on my way back to home. You are not scared, right? Jan, I am fine, actually. I came to restaurant. It was tough. What? Why? Jan, I had to. Tough. Stay right there, I am coming. He cut the call. Restaurant was closed and you had to wait outside of it. You could sense by Taehong's voice that he was angry. A car stopped and you walked to it. Something felt missing when no one stepped out, because Taehong always opened the door for you. The glass was slid down, and fear got the worst of you when you saw Jimmy staring at you. Get in, sweetheart. While shaking your head, you wanted to run. Your feet were froze while your heart droned. He unlocked the door, and you got to use your senses. You started running, and he was after you. In a few seconds, he grabbed you, and your screams buried in his palm. Jimin, you overnight made a boyfriend, huh? He was dragging you to his car. Your phone and bag dropped there on the road, and he stuffed you inside the car. You bit on his hand. He backed away, and you aimed to run. Clutching your hair, he slammed you towards the road. Jimin, biting is my thing to do, girl. Your knees and hands were bruised. Pain did not let you stand back. Leaning down, he pulled you over and sat on Jimin, I have to teach you again how to behave. He grabbed your hands above your head and came closer. Jan, it must have hurt your ego that I am not a toy to you anymore. I moved on and have a boyfriend who loves me. You yelped when he, Jimin. That boyfriend must have not given you the pleasure that I gave you. You were struggling to get free when he attacked your his teeth dug in and you screamed in pain. Jimin, I will repeat how I used to treasure you a year ago. All the marks will be back and you will be sealed to be mine. His words burned your insides and the coming torture paralyzed your senses. To be continued. Thanks for watching and love you all.